How was I guess this long week? Did you guys kind of need that after playing all those games in a row there?
Yeah, it was definitely good for us. Take a break. We had, I think, 4 games in 8 days. But we all came into the gym too, and then we had lifts and did individual workout. But it was definitely good to let the body heal up a little bit and go after it today in practice again.
What have you guys seen from Eastern Washington as you start to watch film on them and prepare for Friday?
We just started going through their plays a little bit, see a little bit of the feel of the other team. We know they have a very free flow offense, so we got to be prepared for them to be able to play one-on-one, have some isolations, and just be prepared that at any point in time they can attack us. So that's
You mentioned the free flowing offense. I think they ranked 7th in the country in free pointers attempted a game. I think it's like 10.9. For you as a big guy, I don't know that makes a difference, but it looks like how the team defended the three against Duquesne was different against how it did against Purdue. I guess what changed from your vantage point? Like, why were you guys able to defend the three better?
I think every game we see personnel, we see who are the better shooter on the other team, so we always try to be close to them. If a team, as you said, has a characteristic of being a lot of three-point shooters all the time, we tend to try to stay a little bit closer to them, not to let them get it off. But also, me as a big man, maybe my guy won't shoot, but it also means that I'm not going to have as much help down low because they have to stay up there. So it's all a game plan that we start preparing days before. So during practice, we're doing everything that we're going to do during the game. So by the time the game comes, we all know what to do, when to do it, so it's better.
There's some pretty good big guys too inside. Is that one of their strengths, Eastern Washington?
Yeah. So as I said, everyone's got to be prepared for everything. I think we're going to go through personnel tomorrow, so to get a feel of each player individually and your matchups, so that we're going to be prepared Friday when Friday comes.
Do you like how your role is developing as we go through this? How your specific role on the team is developing?
I really like playing for this team. I think one of their best things is that everyone likes playing together. We are a team that shares the ball a lot, and I think just coming in to the team and trying to help as much as I can in the small things, just trying to throw my body around, try to get rebounds, block out, and on defense too, and some things that don't show, but I think it really helps the team, and whenever the team is doing good, I'm really happy, so that's good.
You know what you think when you came here? Did you kind of feel like the strengths that you brought were kind of like that physical presence in the middle and rebounding and that? Is that kind of when you talked to Jamie when you were coming? Is that sort of were you on the same page with that?
Yeah, well, there's definitely something he mentioned that the team were going to need me to do that, and I knew coming in. I think there's something that I'm comfortable doing. I've been doing it for a while, but the other reason I came here is also to develop my game, and I think that since summer and especially now that I'm healthier and everything, being able to do extra workouts with a graduate assistants and everyone, just going competition against these great players every day in practice, they're really helping me develop my game overall and not just one specific role.
Has he told you you're the starter? You've earned the starting role now going forward?
I don't think there's such a thing as a starting role. I think every game she's going to go with whoever he feels more comfortable. Every day we go in practice, we're competing for a spot. So it's not like there's going to be 5 guys that are going to go all the way. So I'm glad that I started the last 2 games, and I hope that I keep practicing well and keep earning my spot every game. But it's not a spot that you earn once and you get to stay.
Do you feel like these next few games are going to be important for you to get you ready? I mean, the ACC schedule is really not that far away. It's right around the corner. Do you feel like these next few non-conference games are going to be really important for you to continue just to get better and get ready?
Yeah, definitely. I think these teams that we're playing now, the Gotham Classics, are going to be very competitive. We all know that they have a lot of quality, and obviously we're preparing one game at a time, but we have the ACC games coming up, and we need to be in our best shape, in our best basketball, everything when the time comes, and playing against these teams is definitely going to help us achieve that state.
Was there ever a time, during the offseason, getting ready when you were getting the injuries that you were starting to get frustrated, just wondering when it was going to end and you're going to have a chance to actually go out and play basketball?
Well, not if it was going to end or not. Obviously, every time I had a small injury, it was frustrating just because I came from one injury and they weren't major. So, but it was small and went right back to another and another. So, obviously, it's frustrating for any athlete. We don't want to get our bodies banged up and have a little injuries. But I always was able to do a lot of work. Even when I had like a broken thumb, I was able to run around with our conditioning coach, Tim Belts, and Tony helped me out a lot. And when I came back, I started working out with Steve in Ontario, and so I always had focus. And I knew when my time would come, my opportunity would show up. So I just needed to get ready. And as I said, it's still coming. So I just need to get better and better every time.
Since the offense is free flowing, like say you get pulled out to play outside and defend a big guy who can shoot, do you feel comfortable doing that if you get pulled outside of the lane?
Oh yeah, of course. As I said in practice, oftentimes we get matched up with different guys. So maybe I'm gonna guard Mike, and Mike is a guy who can shoot and he can score and can take it to the basket. So I have to guard him in practice. And maybe in the last few games I guarded more of a big man inside that was more just banging up and posting up. But if the guy is stepping outside, we in practice prepare for those kind of situations so that we're gonna be ready when the game comes, and we know if that's the characteristic of the player who's going to play against us, then I'm going to need to step up and not let him take easy shots or something like that.
Rafael, do you prepare different mentally now that you've adjusted into a starting role than you did maybe beginning of the year when a lot of you forwards were shuffling in and out of the lineup and we really knew who was going to play the most minutes in any given game?
I think every game you have to prepare to give you maximum effort at any point in time. If you're going to play 1 minute, if you're going to play 30 minutes, if you're going to start, if you're going to play the last 5 minutes. So obviously knowing that you're going to start, you once like doing warm-up, you know you're going to be the first one. But if you're not going to start, I still prepare the same way mentally. And I knew that at any point in time, Coach Dixon could call my name and I would have to go in and be prepared. And there's no excuse that you not warming up or something like that. You have to be mentally prepared to, whenever you get into the game, just contribute the best that you can to the team to get the win.
Talking about being prepared mentally, and I think we all saw that when you came into that Purdue game. And you know your role has progressed since then. A lot of people are now seeing you because of that game and what you've done since then. Kind of a spark plug and energy for this team. Do you see yourself in that fashion?
Definitely, yeah. I am a guy who always tries to bring energy to the team. Trying to pick guys up and just give everything. And I think that I think it's also because I'm a little older, so I've been around and I know when the team needs stuff like that. And I think that a lot of the guys just bring each other a lot of energy. Like sometimes maybe one guy's maybe a little bit down for some reason, the entire team goes and picks him up. And if we every time have at least one guy that brings a lot of energy, then the team is always going to have energy during the entire 40 minutes, which is what we need to win games. You can just have a spark of energy during 10 minutes and then not have it during the other 30. So we need it throughout the entire game.
How big of a deal is that for you guys? You know, at the beginning of the year, you guys are all meshing together. Now it seems like you're finally hitting your stride as far as chemistry goes between each other.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of incoming guys, new guys. To the team. Our team I think it's got a lot of depth, which is very good, but also it's harder to like be a team that plays together since you have so many players. Every day in practice you're playing with different guys. But now I really do think that we have a really good flow and we're really good chemistry with the team. On and off the court, we're really close. Everyone is always talking and debating games and talking about plays and have an idea, oh, look for this pass, I'm going to get you right here and everything. And those small details in the everyday is what help us get a really good chemistry as a team when the game comes.